So this will be a second video on normality tests. So this video I'll talk about how to report the information after performing normality tests. Just a recap, before you perform any statistical checks on the data, you have to perform what we call preliminary statistical checks. Preliminary, sorry. So you have to do descriptive statistics. You check if there are missing values and outliers. If your data set has got more than 10%, that's an issue of missing values. You check for outliers, you clean the data, then you perform the Chromebox alpha, and you perform now normality tests. Now normality tests are tests to check if your data is normally distributed. So this is let me show you a normal distribution curve. So this is how a normal distribution curve looks like. Then this is ketosis and skewness. Okay, this is, let me not open this. Okay, ketosis, skewness. Okay, let me just skip this. So this is a normal distribution curve. So you have to, there are two types of tests, two groups. So there's parametric tests and non-parametric tests. So if your data set fails normality, you have to perform non-parametric tests. If your data set passes normality, you have to perform parametric tests. So this is how you perform normality tests. You go to analyze, descriptives, explore, then you click all. This is a Likert scale. These were based on Likert scale questionnaire items. We had to compute the mean score variables. So for this, you highlight everything here, all the variables including the y variable. Then you take it to this box. Box. Then here you don't do anything. Here plots, you untick stem and leaf. Then you tick normality tests. You press continue. So you select exclude cases pairwise. Listwise means that the some values with missing variables some variables with missing values will be excluded out of the tests. Pairwise means it will include everything. So you press continue, descriptives, continue, then you press OK. Let me just pause the video a bit. Sorry, I had to pause the video, there was some background sounds. Okay, so this is when you perform, that's after you perform a normality test. So we have case processing. So here there are no missing values, valid, everything is valid. 1 2 3 4 5 6, everything is valid here. Okay, now let's look at the ketosis and skewness. They have to be within a range of plus or minus 2. So plus or minus 2. So if the range, if something exceeds the range, a variable, that means it has failed normality tests. Okay, they're out of, all of them are in range. This is in range, plus or minus 2. So everything is in range here. Now the thing is that there's what we call the Kolmogorov-Shiminov and the Shapiro walk. This shows that this is statistically significant. This is also statistically significant at 0.01%. So meaning that these have failed the normality test. Now the thing about Likert scale data, it's quite normal. It fails the Kolmogorov-Shiminov test and the Shapiro walk test. Yeah, so here these are just some of the reasons why Likert scale data fails the Kolmogorov-Shiminov and the Shapiro walk. Yeah, so challenges with normality tests on Likert data. Ordinal in nature. Likert data is ordinal and it violates the assumption of equal intervals required for the Shapiro walk test. So here these are some of the reasons. Let me use another model. Okay, or let me do this here. Okay, see if there are better results. So now when reporting this, you can first copy the case processing. That's if you are required to attach the preliminary statistical checks under the appendices. Okay, we have that. Description, you copy same as source. You paste same as source. Copy. Okay. So here there are options. The same as source, image formatting, and text only. Here it's image formatting, as you can see. Here it's skip source formatting. Okay. Yeah, so this it slips into the next page, so that's not a problem. Yeah, so that's not a problem. Then we've got the Shapiro walk and the Kolmogorov-Shiminov. So Likert scale data fails this test. So that's not a problem since ketosis and skewness, the assumption for ketosis and skewness is met. So that means we perform parametric tests. It's just in the nature of Likert scale data to fail the Kolmogorov and the Shapiro walk test. Okay, so that's it